everybody, it's Jill with Angel Creations. Welcome back to my craft room. Happy Saturday. Grab yourself a nice cool drink or a nice hot drink, whichever you prefer. Sit back, get comfortable, and relax because I am going to show you how to make some fun dirty dishes. That's right, we're going to be making dirty dishes today. I know, you heard me correctly. So we're going to be using these clear plastic plates. What are my cats doing? From Dollar Tree. I believe everything's from the Dollar Tree, even my silverware, my cup, my cutting board. So these are from the Dollar Tree. All of these, you get these in a, I don't know, 100 of them, these paper cups. And I have cut the back of it so that it is flat. And then I took some coffee stirrers and cut them and just glued those to the back for two reasons. So our cup doesn't crush and to give it something to glue on when we are done with it. And then we have a fork and a knife from also a package of silverware from the Dollar Tree. The only thing that I believe is not from the Dollar Tree, and they could be, but I think they look too nice, are these beautiful napkins that my subscriber, friend Gloria, hey Gloria, gave me in a big napkin swap pack. So love it. And then this cutting board, also from Dollar Tree, and one of these wallpaper pieces from the Dollar Tree. So let's see. First off, I want to take my scraper. Let's make some room here for other things. So I want to just take my scraper from the Dollar Tree. I sound like a broken record. And we're just going to scrape off a lot of this glitter on this. It's so cute though. It says blessed beyond measure, and I am blessed beyond measure. So blessed beyond measure. And I absolutely love this cutting board, but we're gonna just change it up a little. It's gonna be cute. So I'm just gonna take my scraper and scrape almost all of that glitter off. Now, if you don't want to be really messy, you can squirt this with a little bit of water, you know, in one of these misters. But if you let's get this over here a little closer, but I'm just going with this because I don't want it wet underneath right now, unless you have time to let it dry. But this takes the glitter off easy peasy. So I'm not even going to use my towel because I don't want glitter all over my rag. So I'm just going to use this crinkled up napkin I have here and get rid of this glitter. All right, that is good. I have a couple more spots. I'm just going to get right over the trash. Yeah, that is perfect. Perfect. Okay, so there we have it. So now it's not going to be bumpy. All right, we are going to cover this with that contact paper or wallpaper or whatever, but we have to get into painting first. So let's get some parchment paper. I was with Bill and Christine yesterday at a Dollar Tree, and she reminded me to get parchment paper. I just feel like I ripped my lip. It came up and almost like a paper cut. Hope I don't start bleeding. I don't bleed here. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is take my Waverly chalk paint in the color Celery, because I think that matches the green in this beautiful napkin. So that's what I'm hoping for. So let's go ahead. We haven't used celery in a while, you can tell. Let's get this painted up. And I guess we can use probably a softer, yeah, we'll use this soft brush on this because we're going to be painting a very flimsy paper cup here. So it doesn't have to be perfect, we just want to cover it. And we're going to do a little of the inside because you will see some of the inside as well. So I'm just going to give that one coat while I am going around. Looks like we might, I don't know if we'll need 2 coats because we're doing the inside. We might be able to just fake it. So we'll see. We won't know until we are done painting this. So this is going to be one of our dirty dishes. This is going to be our drinking glass. Now, I am going to be doing the same craft tonight over, it is tonight with you guys, I know. It's not tonight where I am. Of course, I have to pre-video this. But I am going to be doing the same craft tonight on the Angel Creations Facebook. We got a hair here. But we're going to be doing it live, and we are not going to be making our own dishes because I wanted to try it both ways. So I'm doing it here with you. There's a hair here. Let me get it. I don't know if that came off or not. I need a little more in my bristles to get these bumps at the bottom here. I wanted to try to make our own dishes, and I know that takes a little bit longer, so I can't really do this one on a live. So we're getting it over here. I want to make my own dishes, which is going to take a little longer, but here I can put you on pause and let things dry and change things up, and I can take a little bit longer. All right, now we are going to put this aside and let that set up. I don't know where we're going to put this. I hadn't thought that out yet. You know what? I have a ruler sticking up in my cup over here. I'm just going to do that. You guys won't see it, but it's over here drying. All right, so there's that. Now I have celery all over my hands, so we need a baby wipe. Oh, my baby wipe package wasn't all the way snapped closed. Good way to ruin a pack of baby wipes. I know people you can say, oh, add a little water, and I have done that, but they're never the same. It's just a pack of watery baby wipes, I think, after that. Alright, I'm even going to take that off of my paper here, because now we are going to do some Mod Podging. Do we have water in here? Let's put some water in our paintbrush cup. Now we are going to Mod Podge and make this little clear plastic plate from the Dollar Tree look like beautiful. I don't want really to put this in water yet. Let's put this paintbrush in a baggie, just because we might have to do a second coat. I think we probably will. Where is it? Over there. We probably will have to do a second coat, but we'll just keep our paintbrush in a little Ziploc to keep it wet and moist so it doesn't dry out on us. I'm really excited. We do have some painting to do with our silverware too. Probably should do that next, but I'm really excited about the Mod Podging part. So we're going to take our plate and we're going to take our napkin and we're going to open it up, because we have to get, there's still a little bit of celery paint there. I don't want that. We have to separate our napkin. This corner is flipped up. I think I might be able to use that to my favor here. Let's see. Yeah, I can. That was easy peasy. But the best way to do this, guys, if you are trying to separate a napkin, is to use 2 pieces of tape, painter's tape. Alright, so now we have our single layer. We need to put that aside though, because we have to cover our dish. Oh, the Mod Podge. Okay, we got to cover our dish with, I am getting very low on Mod Podge. I can see that this is going to be, I'm going to have to start pouring this Mod Podge into a different container maybe. Okay, so just slap this on because we need full coverage here. Full coverage, and we can thin it out. These makeup brushes that I'm using make it really, really nice. I love using this. I really love using this. This is the one that came from the Dollar Tree, and it had like sprinkles, like it's hard to hold it and not have a big thumbprint. It had little sprinkles in the handles, and I want to do faux food someday. One of these days we're going to do some faux food on this channel, and when we do, I got to get some Mod Podge off my fingers here so that my napkin doesn't stick and rip. I'm going to use those little sprinkles. Now where I'm from in New England, we call those jimmies, and they were chocolate or rainbow jimmies. Alright, so now we're going to make our dish, our plastic plate, look like a beautiful piece of china. And we're just going to put on our napkin. I'm going to try to get the wrinkles out as I go. And we will heat it up and get some of the other wrinkles out. So we put this napkin face down. I should have mentioned that because you want the brighter side of the napkin to show through your plate. And now just do your very best to smooth it out. We're making our own china. This is going to be a beautiful dish if I do say so myself. We might need to make a whole set. Alright, I'm just going to add a little heat and smooth my thumb. Be very careful because I have my rings on. When you work with napkins, you should take your rings off. Alright, so I'm just smoothing and drying at the same time. I kind of need two hands. I'm going to flip my plate over and kind of smooth up my sides all the way up. I'm just using the palm of my hand. This bright orange thing is a Band-Aid. I've got eczema, we'll just say that. It's a rare form of eczema. And it's very sore. Very sore, so I have to keep it covered right now. It's all breaking out. Alright, now I'm going to trim off some of our napkin, not all of it, because we're going to take our sanding block to it. Because, yeah, hold on. We will use the sanding block. We'll cut that right off, right up next to it, and there'll be no edges. It'll look like it was factory made. Factory made. That's what we're going for. And then afterwards, we can go back and put some more Mod Podge. But we're going to go to our next step after this because we're going to paint up our silverware real quick. So there's a lot of painting involved in this, and I love to hold a paintbrush. I don't know about you guys, but a lot of crafters are like that. We love to have a paintbrush in our hand. That doesn't mean we're all artists. I'm certainly not an artist. But it sure is fun holding. And I don't want to paint houses. I don't mean that kind of paintbrush. Nope, nope, nope. I ripped it. So I'm going to put a little Mod Podge here and try to fix it before I go any further. It has a whoopsie. I'm going fast and talking, and you know the old saying, can't talk and walk at the same time. So we're just going to piece it back together. And if you didn't see it happen here, you wouldn't even know. If you didn't see it here, you wouldn't even know. It's all back together. Now we just have to get the wrinkles out. Alright, let me go a little bit further from that. Oopsie. Work our way backwards. Whoopsie. I hate sanding. It's my least favorite part. All right, so we're just going to leave a little bit of this on here until it's dry, and then before we put it on our surface, we'll fix that little oopsie. It's all fixed, but we need it to dry. But look at how beautiful our plate is. Isn't that a beautiful plate? You can do this for birthdays. If you're going to have a Sweet 16 party, you can take Sweet 16 napkins. I mean, you can really customize. You can get the bigger ones, dinner ones. They got bowls, all the things, right? In the party section. So there's our piece. There's our china. Okay, now let's put our Mod Podge in water. Our brush there. Because I always have mine in water, and I can save my, look, I have this funky setup here, but it cleans nicely, and when I'm done, I'll go in and wash it. Christine, one of my subscribers, tried the Mod Podge makeup brush, and she left hers in water so long, so don't, and it fell apart. So it is a makeup brush, so it's probably not really glued to be submerged. I don't know though, I keep mine in for a long time. Sometimes I forget to bring them in and clean them, and I come out the next day and just add to the pile of dirty brushes, and you know, so they sit there sometimes 24 hours, but I'm just passing that information along because she did tell me that it did fall apart, and I never would have thought of that. All right, so because mine never has. All right, let's get to painting. I have some really old folk art silver sterling paint. And although it is really a cool color for silverware, it's really old, and I don't know how it is going to hold up, so we'll see. But I'm just here to inspire you, don't forget. So I'm showing you what I'm doing, but you can do it your own way, change it up. Oh, it doesn't look that bad. Probably could have been shook up a little bit more. All right, we're gonna do the knife blade in silver. It's gonna take a couple coats. And we're gonna do the whole fork, but just the knife blade. Here we go again. What am I gonna do with this to dry it? I guess we'll have to put it on a clip. How's that? Stay, don't fall over. All right, now this whole thing, so we're going to do the back of the fork first. And I'm going to paint this all up. I'm going to wait till it dries, or zhuzh it dry with my, I'm going to get in these tines, is that what they're called? Correct me if I'm wrong, the fork tines. We're going to get in all of those, and we will be right back when these are all, however many coats I need, I'll let you know when we get back. So have fun painting, and we'll be right back. Okay, so while everything is drying, I have a thought. So this cup's coming out really nice, right? We got our back, but when this is laying on my surface, we're gonna see all this. So I'm gonna take a separate piece and cut that in half and paint just the inside of it to slip down inside, so we won't see this part. Does that make sense? I'm gonna cut this one in half so that I'll have something covering the ugliness of where we're gonna glue it. Because we can't hot glue this to a surface, it would melt. So I will do that, and I will be right back. So real quick, see what I have here? Just a piece of cup to cover up the backing. That's it, just like a little puzzle. Be right back. Okay, so everything is pretty well painted. We have silverware. I did do the bottom of the knife black, and we have our beautiful dish And we have our beautiful cup gluing up. But I thought it was a little plain, so I cut out one of the roses from the napkin, but I don't like the edges all cut. So I'm going to take, I have a little bit of water in my little Dixie cup here, and I'm just going to go around, wet my paintbrush, a real small one, and I'm just going to go around the edges so that I can tear it really easy, because those edges will just disappear when we Mod Podge those. So I'm just tearing my paper, and it almost just falls off. It knows. So just keep wetting it. When you get to a dry place, give it a little more water. And I'm going to go all the way around my napkin. Just getting rid of all those edges. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but trust me, if you get a wet paintbrush and start going around the shape on a napkin, you will exactly know what I'm doing. You can hear it, but you can't see it, I know, but try it with the wet napkin, not the whole napkin. You just want to go around the shape with a wet paintbrush. And actually, I can't reach it, but Dollar Tree sells the ones that you can put water in the paintbrush. I have it hanging on the pegboard system from Jot. And I'm away from reach. So that would be great to have handy, though. I need to fill those up with water. Alright, now the tricky part is picking this up without ripping it. Let's get our tweezers and gently pick this up off of our parchment paper. And now we are just going to put a little bit of the purple glue stick. I can actually see where there's a couple edges I want to just pick at before I do it, because we don't want to see the cut line. So I'm going to get that. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of the glue stick right on the cup. The cup is nice and dry. Let's hold that down for a second. And anywhere is okay. We're just trying to make this look like, you know, the dishes match. So we'll just put that on, pick this up, slap it on. And we'll work from one side to the other, smoothing it out. And then maybe we'll even take some of our celery paint and go around the edges a little bit. See, here's a piece I can rip off. Alright, and here's another edge I can rip off. It's a little tedious, but listen, you guys, it is so worth it. So look at, one sec. That just dressed our dish up, right? All right, now let's get rid of all the sticky stuff and all the wet stuff. Where did I put? Here it is. All the paint and glues, because we need to make a surface for our words that say, "The dishes are looking at me dirty." We are going to put some cinnamon on our dishes, just a sprinkle to make them appear dirty, but it's just fun, just so much fun. Alright, this only had water. I'm putting that water brush right back into my brush caddy. Alright, I think we can get rid of that for now. Let's get our surface that we prepped earlier, and let's just take, for safekeeping, our sander and go over it one more time just to make sure that there's no bumps, because it will show through on this wallpaper. It's just like real wallpaper. So we want this to be a nice surface. So let's just make sure our surface is nice and smooth. All right. I do have to get rid of all this glitter, because we don't want that underneath our surface. All right, now We're just gonna flip it over, and I'm gonna put jute on the handle, so I'm only gonna go up to the handle. I'm not gonna do the whole board. So I am just going to trace it out with my pencil, and I am not, I guess I'll go up the neck a little bit, and I am not, I don't even know what I was going to say that I'm not. No idea. It went right out of my head because I thought of something else I had to tell you. But anyway, we're going to cut this out. And it doesn't have to fit exactly because we're going to sand it off. So just give it a rough cut. We'll sand our edges. That's the way I like to do my edges. So you don't have to do it this way if you don't want to, but I'm cutting a little bit outside my lines because that's the way I like to do it. How's everybody's Saturday? Was it hectic today? Were you busy? Were you shopping? What were all the things that everybody was doing this Saturday? Everybody around here is getting their yards all ready for beautiful weather. All right, now this is peel and stick, so we're hoping that it's gonna peel and stick. I'm not putting anything down on it. We just have to find a good peeling spot here. Might have to use our tape. Put one piece on each side. See if that gets it going here. Oop. Taped my tapes together. No, I can't get that to get started. My goodness, we're not going to spend 10 minutes getting our peel and stick, are we? Yeah. We don't have time for that. I think I got it over here on the dotted lines, by golly. We'll get it. Alright, let's get this off, including our tape off our finger. There is a little bit more, but I think we're going to sand that edge off anyway. So now we just have to be very, very careful and place this down. Just right. And we will get our Dollar Tree scraper and scrape that up so there is no bubbles. Make sure that all the wrinkles are out and it is nice and smooth. And then we're going to put pressure on the edge too, because if you kind of go around the edge with it, it just, I don't know why, I like it. It just is, it makes my edges stick down better. So now we're going to sand it, and I'm not going to do that on camera. I'm just going to start it in case you are new here. I'll go around the rest though and do the rest after here. But if you are new here, it just, whoops, still hanging on by a thread here. It just is a great way to sand your edges, whether it's paper, napkin, wallpaper, stick-on, anything that we use. We sand off on the edges, and that is, instead of trimming it, it just comes off and it makes like, it fits like a glove. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to find my button. Maybe. Here it is. And I'm going to sand this and we will be right back. I know this is a little choppy. Bear with me. I know it's better when it's put all together, but I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry there's so many be right backs. Alright, so now this is what we have. Fits like a glove. And I want to take some jute and just wrap it really quickly around the handle where the paper and the handle meet. You know what I mean? So we're just going to glue it on the back. A little bit of glue. And we're going to just wrap around and around and around. much as we need to do. Oops, we had to get our hanger out of the way there. I guess I could turn it around, see where I'm going. I like the look of it. I think it's decorative, and I like it that it is hiding where our paper would be. And it's cheap at the Dollar Tree, right? So we can use as much jute. I love the look of jute. Mine is tangling up inside here because I have two, like a dummy, in one container. So that's a silly thing to do. Anyway, I only have a little bit more. Bill, I know you're laughing. All right, that's enough. That's enough laughing, Bill. We are not here for Bill's comedy. Telling you, we are not here for his comedy. Yes, we are. Oh, Bill and Christine, I saw them yesterday. They are so wonderful. They are so wonderful. I'm so glad God put them in my life. I had so much fun on their farm. They have I hope they don't mind me sharing, but they have a beautiful farm. Horses and chickens and rabbits and ducks and no ducks. I made that up. I don't remember. They have all kinds of fun things and gardens, and they took me Christine took me for a ride on her golf cart all around her 10 acres. It was so much fun, you guys. All right, I'm so glad they're in my life. All right, now we're gonna put our dishes and our words on. So don't forget, our words say the dishes are looking at me dirty. How dare they? But we need to put placement here. So we're going to put that up in the upper left corner. We'll put our first dish. It can hang off. We want it to be kooky. And then we're going to put our cup. Let's see. We're going to put our cup here. And I really don't like how I did this, you guys. So I'm going to stop and tell you to do it differently because you can see the seams in here. But I think I should put something, a flower or a plant in there anyway. I don't know if we have one handy, but I think, see, I wanted it to lay flat. So I don't know what the solution to that is, but maybe a little plant would zhuzh that up. Listen, if you guys aren't following me on Angel Creations Facebook, I'm going to do this craft live tonight using these toys, these toy dishes. So you guys should hook up to my lives, man. They're so much fun. All right, but we're going to go with it. We're going to go with it. This is to inspire you, so we are going to go with it. And the first thing we're going to do is make sure that our words, let's take a sip. I forgot my sweet tea at your house yesterday, Christine and Bill. Peach sweet tea. It's Crystal Light. Drink it. It's delicious. Okay, now let's get the words off. That's sometimes the tricky part. Usually though, once you can start getting the words, oh, we got our dot for our I, needs to stay. And I cut this out with the Dollar Tree Cricut vinyl. And I am using Glad Press and Seal as my transfer carrier. My transfer sheet. My transfer tape, everybody says it differently. Alright, so, and the reason I do that is because the Dollar Tree vinyl is just not as adhesive, and if you use a sticky transfer tape, it's going to stay on that and not stick to your surface. So, let's put, we lost a dot, I think, on an I somewhere. So, I might have to go back after and put that back on, because our dot for our our eye in dishes. All right, so let's just rub this in really good with our finger and get the corner. And I'm gonna just rub and pull at the same time. Oops, my aid wants to stay on. Dishes are, oh, this wants to come off. That's what I mean. The adhesive is very, it's fine. Once you learn how to work with it, it is fine. It really is. When I learned how to do my Cricut, I learned with contact paper because they didn't have this at the Dollar Tree, and so I didn't have it to practice with. So I used Dollar Tree contact paper. I know a lot of us did. So that's another great way. That's very inexpensive, and you get a lot more of it, to be truthful. You do. So that's a very good way to, there we go. So I don't know, we must not have, I don't know where my eye went, but that's okay. I have to stick this over here. My kitty loves that stuff. Now, I want my cup. I'm going to just cut a couple of, so we can't see this in the back. I'm just going to snip these little, I think that's the only one, maybe this one. They're a little overhang, and that's good. I just don't want them to show. So I'm going to put my cup on, I'm going to put my plate on, and like I said, we put these little stilts on the back for our glue. Because you can't really glue, I don't know how to fix this situation, because you can't really glue the whole cup. I think it would melt onto the surface, and also it needed to be flat on the back. Let's put our plate is adorable. Love this. Really, you could make your own set of party wear. You could even put your own initial on it, all the things. All right, I'm looking for where my boo-boo was, but I can't see it. I don't know where that boo-boo was. But anyway, I'm going to put this on before my glue dries. And then we're going to just crisscross our silverware on. Glue the first one down. I think I just want to do it like this. So I'm going to put some glue there and some glue across and glue it. And then I'm just going to put my fork, crisscrossing it right in the middle. So cute, you guys, so cute. Oh, I need to glue this a little more. Glue it here too. To the middle and to the plate. I have glue cobwebbies everywhere, everywhere. Okay, so I have a little cinnamon, and I think the best way is to probably put a little bit of Mod Podge with my Mod Podge brush, which I do already have in water. Let's see, do I have a really good towel? This is a new clean one, so let's see if we can really get the moisture, too much out of the Mod Podge, because I just want to dab a little bit of Mod Podge on. It really doesn't matter if it's a little wet, so we're just going to get a little Mod Podge on the brush again with our makeup brush. I'm just going to use what's in the cap. I'm just going to go like this, kind of open the brush up, you know, and I'm going to definitely want some on my fork and some on the edges of my knife and on my plate. Just a little, because we don't want to cover that gorgeous plate. And then we're just going to put a little bit of cinnamon in the palm of our hand. Dollar Tree cinnamon. Just a little. And we're just going to take a pinch and blow it and sprinkle it and put it wherever we want it. And now it's going on a little heavy in some places, but we're going to flip it over and dust it off. Because we don't want this to be, you know, really heavily dirty. We just want this to have a little something so that it looks dirty. You can even take a little dry paintbrush and dust it right back off. But we're just going to take it over the trash and tap it. Blow on it. Put all your DNA on it. And there you go, guys. What do you think? Kind of cute, right? Really, really fun idea. Now, I'm going to finish up with you guys, and I think I'm going to go look for some little greenery that's not going to stick up too far so that it doesn't cover up our words. And put a little greenery in this, and I just think that is adorbs. I really do. And it was so much fun. So much fun making our own china. Alright, this is a great time to give me a thumbs up, and the next time you see this picture, it will have some greenery in it, something. Maybe I'll find some perfect little flowers to match the color in our napkin. So next time you see it, it will have a little plant or something in it. I just think it's adorable. Those dishes, they're always looking at me dirty. I don't have a dishwasher, so they're always looking at me dirty. All right, everybody. This is a great time to hit the subscribe button. We're going to do a giveaway when we get up to 700 subscribers. So you're going to want to make sure that you're subscribed, because only subscribers can win. And if you're not already watching Angel Creations over on Facebook, they mostly see the exact same crafts over there. You're not missing anything. The only thing you're missing is lives. On Saturday night, right now, as you're watching this, I'm live over on Facebook doing this same craft, only with these little tiny kid dishes. Aren't they cute? So you guys need to go hook up and watch me over there. And if you do come see me over there, make sure you tell me, hi, I'm from YouTube. All right, everybody, this will do it. And I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you sat back and got comfortable with your tea or coffee and enjoyed this craft. I will see you, let's see, no, I won't see you tomorrow. It's Saturday, so I'll see you Monday. And until then, I hope that you be good and do good. Bye now.